what are the 3D printing services that are out there that you can use and are viable for production of final end-use products? Well, in FDM, which is filament deposition, which is kind of the traditional desktop hot nozzle squirting out filament, there's about 2 companies that are able to hit any sort of scale. There's Voodoo Manufacturing in Brooklyn, New York, though they focus kind of on one-off parts and customized pieces. Not really full production of like tens of thousands of pieces, but maybe 100 or 1,000 of a single idea or design. There's Slant 3D, which is focused on high volume production, like 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 of a piece. So that if you have an optimized design that you're ready to scale up and put into retail, they're kind of the ones to talk to. They also do fulfillment and one-off designs also, but Voodoo and Slant 3D are basically indistinguishable at that point. If you're doing engineering designs, you need to find a service provider who's kind of near you who is able to use HP Multi-Jet Fusion. Multi-Jet Fusion is a nylon polyjet sort of system where they're inserting ink into a powder in order to create a part. Very good surface finish, good for functional, hard end-use parts with a decent surface finish and pretty good tolerances. But the tolerances are still just about the same, maybe a little bit better than regular FDM. Carbon 3D, they themselves do not operate any sort of services. They are selling their machines to servicers. So if you go to the Carbon 3D website and you need resin 3D printing that can happen at a fairly large scale, they'll connect you to some of their service providers who are using their technology. And then some of those, one of the bigger ones is Fast Radius, but unless you're doing high cost engineering grade parts for that because you're a design firm or something, they're probably outside of your price range, especially if you're trying to do a consumer end product. Folks, large companies who can invest in very large scales right off the bat can use some of the SLA processes. And the last alternative is to basically build your own printer farm, which is fine for like the first 10 machines or first 100 pieces that you're selling. But beyond that, all of these services are set up and optimized to make parts. So they can basically do it better than you or more consistently and long-term than you, and you're able to grow and they're able to support you as you grow, as opposed to you having to sell some units and then go print some units and then sell some units and go print some units. You can just sell stuff and design new products, and then the services are making sure they're getting printed and shipped out to people. So the in-house printer farm is expensive and dangerous because you just can't do it well enough, likely. So those are kind of 4 services to get you nylon functional parts, SLA high surface finish parts, and general kind of end-use consumer FDM parts like cookie cutters or consumer products, hardware, things that you need to be producing at large scale very affordably.